What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a game week during the transfer window. So a special week because we play Serie A kicks off this week. We play on Sunday at home against Parma, and we have a lot of work to do still. Outgoings and incomings, or yeah, we have a lot of work to do. Will that work be done? Well, we will see in the next 2 weeks. But there are more things that we need to discuss, and Zhegrova is one of them. He is becoming a late option, and maybe an unrealistic one, which I will discuss in a second. But there's more to it, because we have some holes in our squad, and those can be resolved by moving out players that are too much on the books, and also players that maybe are viewed not good enough, and the club is like, okay, we need to improve very late, and we take some opportunities on the market, like Kostic, who apparently is the ideal backup for Cambiaso, according to Tudor, excuse me. That's from Romeo Agressi. I cannot believe that's actually the case, but that's actually the case. So we shouldn't be waiting on a Cambiaso replacement. However, we're going to talk about the Zhegrova one. Before we do that, as always, smash the like button for game week. Let's push to 150. Should be easy, so click the like button right now, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the new potential very late option. So Zhegrova, a name that I have read on this channel, in the comment section, during the live shows, in the chat, 1,000 times, and not just this summer, last summer, especially last summer. A lot of you like Zhegrova a lot. I watched him play in the Belgium League, funny enough, when he arrived where I live in Genk. He was very young, obviously, didn't show really anything, that was out of the ordinary. But he picked up his career. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's a very good player. With a big if. Last season, he basically missed the entire season because of a doctor issue, I think it was, and he had surgery on it. So is it resolved? Maybe. I mean, probably it should. Does it come back? Like, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but he missed, I don't know, like almost 30 games last season. That's a lot. That's a lot of games. Let's be completely honest. Yes, he had that surgery, so it should be quote unquote resolved. Because they thought it was a chronicle one, apparently. So they intervened to prevent it. So maybe it is prevented. I don't know. He's 26. He plays on the right, so we have a sub for Conceição, or a starter over Conceição, some might say. But then again, you spent a lot of money on Conceição. Are you going to bench that lot of money? But we need a backup. Let's be completely honest. When it comes to Conceição, or even Yildiz on the right hand side, depending on which formation you're going to play, maybe Colomani comes in, Tudor switches it up, and you don't need two quote unquote wingers. I don't know. We have no idea. Maybe he goes to, on paper, a 4-3-3, but when the ball gets kicked, it's Yildiz playing behind the two, and without the ball, it's David or Colomani or Yildiz that's going to need to work back. It depends. Like, I have no idea. But if you don't sign a backup for Yildiz, at one point during the season, you're going to need to switch it up. So that's the idea. If Conceição was injured, we have no options. Like if you play with a two-winger. So it's good that we're looking at options. Which is not good is that he's in advanced negotiations with Marseille, and apparently Lille, if I'm not mistaken, he's out of contract, if that's correct, and they have no option to add another year to his contract. But apparently Lille still won around 25-30 million. Are we going to pay that? Should we pay that? I don't think we should pay that. Are we going to pay that? No. Even if Nico Gonzalez is gone, I just don't see it. What's interesting is what we're going to do with the Douglas Luiz money. That's the question. Is it just going to be thrown at Colomani, or is it going to be split? Is it Colomani and is it a backup? There's still a lot of question marks about Savona. Can he leave? Might there be an offer for Kelly? Can he leave? Right now, I don't see anyone at the back leaving. I know Vega is waiting. I also do not see we moving out not a center back, like a right back, whatever, and bringing a center back. I don't see that happening as well, unless the club's like, okay, but Kalulu can play in a back position, and we bring in a new center back, and Kalulu is viewed as a starter / backup in those positions. I don't know. That could be the case. Like I said in my intro, Tudor, according to Romeo Gres, told the club to not sell Kostic. I'm okay with having him as a backup for Cambiaso. Absolutely madness, because we've seen Kostic come in against Atalanta and be at the basis of conceding a goal because he cannot defend. Like, it's actually insane that Atalanta, after seeing that, were like, please sell him. And the club was like, no, we're not selling Kostic to you. It's mind-boggling, because you finally would have resolved an issue, because now he's leaving on a free. Or to make it worse, we're going to extend them. And if we're going to extend them, oh boy, that's absolutely insanity. Let's be completely honest about that. But when it comes to fixing the issues, we have issues that we need to fix. Like I said, we should be ready for Parma. For a season, we're not ready. And I say that because we play Champions League, we play Coppa Italia, we play Serie A, we played a lot of games, and the teams has holes and still issues in the starting 11. Like, the players are inconsistent. For example, Conceição is the perfect example. He's very inconsistent, and he's a starter. If he is that inconsistent, that's not going to win you a lot of games. Let's just completely honest. There needs to be competition, so that even he knows, if I'm not playing well, I could be benched. That needs to be for every player. McKennie, another thing. Is he going to leave, or are you going to find an agreement, or is he going to walk? How many players are you going to walk? Because you can recoup money on these players. Even if it's the bare minimum, it's better than let them walk at this point in the season, because it feels like Koopmeiners has a new position. And if that is the case, then McKennie is not going to see the pitch a lot as well. So a lot of things that need to be resolved. Maybe Marseille pushes on and it's a done deal. Who knows? But the point of the video is that we have been looking at an option. Jadon Sancho still out there. Maybe Roma. Maybe some sources saying it's done to Roma, and the other sources saying no, it's not done. Is he waiting? Is the club telling Sancho, Nico is out of the door, basically? Just wait a couple more days, and if not, then okay, you make your decision. Well, you want. If not, is Jadon Sancho the option? Because if Nico leaves, we need to do something in those positions. We just need backup, because we have a lot of defenders, maybe not good ones, but the club is not gonna add more defenders when nobody's leaving. When Nico Gonzalez is leaving, you need to intervene. You need to add some piece to it. That's different, because you have a hole in that squad, in my opinion. So yeah, in the comment sections, you guys let me know, because you're finally getting what you wanted, getting linked to Zhegrova. It's been for over a year for a lot of you. So let me know in the comments, will you invest the 25 million that Lille apparently won? Are you concerned about the injury record last season? Are you concerned the club is selling Nico and just doing nothing and staying the way it is? Because Vlahovic is staying, keep that in mind. Vlahovic is staying apparently as well. So all of that in the comment section, we will discuss that and have a chat. And if there's any breaking news, I'll be back live later tonight. Ciao.